Hello everyone, Andrew here again. Second video on vitamin C that I've promised. My toddler daughter is still going berserk in the next room, so you may hear a bit of background noise. I wanted to talk to you about how to do a vitamin C flush as such, which clears the bowel. And before I mention anything here, I need to put in a caveat. Pregnant women and babies, it's not recommended that you do this flush. So if you're pregnant or you're considering doing it with a baby, at the very minimum, get medical advice before you go ahead. Okay, I'm going to be reading once again from a handout that I give to clients who come through my clinic, just to make sure I don't miss anything. So bear with me and we'll go through it. So when to do a flush. You need to do that when you suffer from a digestive issue, during cancer recovery, after an illness, when you're having less than one bowel movement a day, or after giving birth, or to flush out toxins, or multiples of the above. So there's many reasons why you might consider doing a vitamin C flush. Now, to achieve a flush, an adult flush, you need to take 3 to 5 grams of ascorbic acid. So in the previous video, I suggested ascorbic acid to get your maximum absorption. It's still the same here. Ascorbic acid is still the recommended vitamin C to use for the flush. Bearing in mind that when you achieve a vitamin C flush, you're not absorbing that much vitamin C because it's leaving your body. It's going out with all the toxins and the waste products, giving your bowel a good clean out, because even the healthiest person has a lot of compacted fecal matter in their bowel, and this is one way to help remove that. So it's a good idea to do vitamin C flushes regularly. Okay, so for an adult flush, take 3 to 5 grams of ascorbic acid every 15 minutes until you experience rumbling or gas. Stop and wait or slow down to see if a flush occurs. Sometimes if you can just continue, you'll end up having a prolonged flush, like too much diarrhea, which will actually deplete your nutrients, and it's not actually recommended. So keep a track of the dosage that you've used to achieve that rumbling. If it goes no further and it doesn't flush, then just increase that by 1 or 2 grams every 15 minutes until you achieve that flush. And then take note of how much it took for you to achieve the flush. And then next time you do a flush, you can go straight to that amount of vitamin C every 15 minutes until you achieve that flush. So for children can benefit from a flush as well. It's suggested to use only 1 to 3 grams of ascorbic acid every 15 to 30 minutes, so a lot less, and spaced out further apart, because you need to be monitoring them a little bit more to see how it's progressing. You really, it's not good to overdo it. So once again, keep track of the total dose so that it's taken to achieve a flush. And then once you have achieved your flush, after it has basically stopped flushing, the diarrhea has stopped, it's recommended to continue taking approximately 1 gram an hour for the rest of the day. So that then is building up the vitamin C back into your body, and it's also doing good things in your gut. Now, as far as the amount of water to take per vitamin C, around 2 to 4 ounces of water is enough for each teaspoon of ascorbic acid. So you need to stay hydrated, but don't overdo it, or you can find that your bloating, your gas will be actually worse if you drink too much water. Use filtered water or coconut water is the best. It's never good to be using tap water that's chlorinated and fluoridated and all those sorts of things anyway. A few things that might help a flush happen easier is not eating beforehand, juicing or other sources of fiber, so getting some fiber in there not long before. Coconut oil melted in warm water can also help, and sometimes a light meal towards the end of a flush might help push it along or push it out, so to say. So one other thought, when using ascorbic acid for a bowel flush, it's not recommended to do a flush more than about once every couple of weeks. But by all means, in between that time, continue taking your vitamin C. If you've got a major issue like cancer, you need to continue taking your vitamin C to just below bowel tolerance, as per the other video that I've done, so that you're getting maximum amounts of vitamin C into your system in between your actual bowel flushes. That's about it for the bowel flushes, and I'll do a third video on liposomal vitamin C because it's very helpful in getting the absorption, higher absorptions into the body. So when you're really wanting to get on top of something, liposomal vitamin C is a do-it-yourself thing that studies are saying it's very similar to having IV vitamin C from a medical clinic. So we'll finish this video here. I'll do another one on liposomal C. If you found this video to be helpful, please share it to as many people as you think could benefit from it, and get the word out there, because we need to keep people, or get people as healthy as we can and keep them as healthy as we can. And vitamin C is a big part of that process. Talk to you soon.